Hello.
Whatto Internet. Welcome to yet another daily live stream from the International Writers Fellowship,
Yes.
founding members only edition. My name's Dan, accompanied as usual by Gary and Jen. This is where we celebrate NaNoWriMo, where none of us pretend to actually none of us pretend that we're going to try and achieve NaNoWriMo. But we're here because it's a beautiful thing, and writing is an art that is worth celebrating.
Yes.
How's everybody been? Yeah, I got that sentence out. It was fine.
That's all, folks.
Yes, how is everybody?
Good.
We're in pretty good form, apparently.
Good.
Midweek. We're
Yeah.
almost over the hump of the week, so that's good.
What day is it today?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Odin's Day.
Yeah, fair enough. No, every day's the same. It's just like what do you know? Anybody got any stories to tell? Anything interesting that's happened today?
Not really.
I sat through meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting.
So you got a lot done today? Dang.
Yeah,
Now you're
no, I paid the electrician. That was a highlight and the low point of my day so far. They're expensive.
You're not wrong.
Pay for
Sorry.
what you're doing, adding on all that square. When you're adding on all the square footage, I'm sure paying an electrician can be expensive.
I mean, yeah, we are rerouting all the electrical to 2 new boxes in the new garage.
Oh, wow.
So
Wow.
So a rather large task.
rather. Hopefully there's only one more installment for him and then we're done.
You mean you're paying him another installment?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Hence why you have to go to meeting after meeting to
Yeah,
make.
I got to earn money for this.
Yeah.
Tell you what, this face does not pay the bills.
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that would pay for that face.
Well, I'm kind of using it so they can't have it.
Good point.
Oh, I don't bloody know.
Yeah, no. We celebrated my wife's birthday this week. Baked her a cake, and then I invited my family over, and we spent like 2 hours waiting for me to finish making the frosting for the cake.
Oh.
It's apparently a lot more difficult to make caramel than the recipe let on.
It's not difficult at all. You go to the shop and you take it off the shelf.
This turned out fantastic, so I'm not terribly broken up that I spent 2 hours making it. But
how did your guests feel about that?
They were kind. They're like, well, we were just gonna sit around and do nothing at home anyway, so we can sit around and do nothing here. It's like, all right.
Fair enough.
But yeah, the recipe said 20 minutes. It took 2 hours. So
as long as it was worth it, right? At least it wasn't a disaster and it tasted horrible.
This is true.
Yeah.
I do know my way around the kitchen, so.
Good.
And I tend to do the non-traditional uses of the kitchen. I don't make eggs. I don't make.
Oh, that kind of non-traditional use of the kitchen. I know you're right.
Curries.
I've used the kitchen non-traditionally as well. Woof.
When I cook, it's elaborate.
Yeah, it was elaborate for me as well.
Oh dear.
Indian curries, Chinese stir fries.
Yeah, I did a Chinese stir fry once. Well, that wasn't much frying, I suppose. I'm sorry.
We are going way off.
There's reading involved sometimes if you got to read the recipe.
Speaking of which, how has everybody's literary day been?
The only writing I've done today is writing a letter.
Oh no.
So yeah, sorry, I just dropped everything all over the floor, which is helpful.
I haven't done any writing today, so I'm looking forward to our sprint today.
Yeah.
I was so I'm a member of several Facebook groups. Oh, sorry, just trying to pick everything up, but I just dropped all over the place. Of therapists, and one of them asked today, just a general question. I'll read it actually. If I can find it. In a chaotic world, some say creation is the opposite of destruction. What are you creating to support your own well-being? Which, I thought was quite a good question. My response was, I actually find that the best way for me to support my own well-being is to create less than I normally would. I'm a creative person by nature, and so pretty much always have a number of projects on the go at any one time. Right now, I have a book, a recorded YouTube channel, a live YouTube channel, 3 short stories, and a game in various states of incompletion. And it's easy for me to feel bad for not working on one of them at any given time. But when I've got as much client work on as I currently do, I have to acknowledge that something's got to give.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I know how to talk the talk.
Can you walk the walk?
Do you know how to step back?
Ask me another. Well, so I've mentioned a couple of times that so I just, to try and get me in the flow of things, I started writing that, not really a story, kind of just a scene with that character that I wrote a few years ago, the badass swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's fine, it's great, but right whilst I'm sitting there staring at it, I'm like, oh, this is a job, isn't it? And we go, and I've just got so much on, and I'm like, Daniel, please just stop. And the other like, no, I can't. I've got to do this because yes, but you're gonna die. Stop it. No, I'll be fine. I'm like a rugby player, I'm half my face is falling off, and I'm still saying, no, don't take me off. We can still play. No, come on. It's just. I'm not a soccer player who stops at toe. Oh, my head! Oh my God, the pain! Ref, take him off! Oh no, I can't do it. I have tons of respect for sports people. Completely.
We could tell.
Yeah. Shall we do something mystical for a moment?
Yes.
So it occurs to me that I have, as well as tarot cards, I also have runes, which I keep in a nice leather dice bag because I got dice, and why not? You should. I cannot tell you how many dice bags I've got. I've got a ridiculous number of dice bags. Not because I buy them, but because the dice come in them. And it's like, oh yeah, great. It's like, I don't need another dice bag. Look, I have one. This is sufficient for now.
Now.
But anyway, so yes, it occurred to me that I have some runes as well. I have a book about how to read the runes. So let's see what we've got.
Yeah.
And we have got whatever that is.
An M.
Well, it looks like an M, doesn't it? It is Avaz EHWAZ. Whatever that. And apparently it's brief, kind of outline. Its brief overall topic is movement. Let me just get to the right page.
Movement.
Okay, so Avaz, whatever, is a rune of transit and movement, transition of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. It also signifies movement in the sense of improving or bettering. There could be butter involved with butter. Butter a situation, improving or bettering any situation. There is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to the growth of a business or to the development of an idea. A relationship may need to undergo changes if it is to maintain growth in life. Moral effort and steadfastness are called for when you draw the rune of movement, another of the cycle runes. Let it be said this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. This rune symbol is the horse, and it signifies the inseparable bond between horse and rider. Bronze Age artifacts show a horse drawing the sun across the sky. Here, the rune is saying, you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. Now it is time to turn again and face the future reassured, prepared to share the good fortune that comes your way. The sharing is significant since it relates to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its life.
Well, that's very positive in terms of writing.
Yeah.
I feel like we're, at a good place. We've started our stories, or at least I have, into where we can just keep moving forward. That's how I'm taking it.
I'm taking it. Okay, where does this go again? So many pockets in this bag. It's like, where did this belong? Oh yeah, there. Yeah, because obviously this week began with us all quite stuck. And then yesterday we got back into the groove ever so slightly.
Yes. So hopefully we can keep moving forward, making progress.
How about you, Drew? How are you interpreting that? Gary?
I was thinking about the story as well, because I'm getting ready to switch gears in the story. Move away from the archaeological site.
That's pretty big.
So a big moment in the story itself.
Yeah.
And how about you, Jen, in particular with your story? What's going on there?
So she's meeting with the person that's going to help her time travel. But she doesn't know yet about the time travel. So she's coming up on something big here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, that would fit with the rune and
yeah, absolutely.
Whereas I think for me, I've realized, well, on a personal note, I'm thinking, okay, outside of writing. But writing wise, I think the movement for me today is a case of, okay, yeah, you've got this deadline you need to meet. Okay, it's annoying. I know you'd like to write choppy, stabby, but you've got to get this finished. And see, that's the problem when you get to this stage in your career with writing. It's now a job, and
yeah,
and I'm kind of cognizant that I think I've just got to accept that the current phase of my writing career is mostly non-fiction, and I've just got to kind of deal with that for a little while, because obviously we've got practitioner's guides, we've got Doctor Who psychology, Spider-Man psychology, we've got The Handmaid's Tale psychology coming out fairly soon. I've been asked to help write some self-help books. I've got articles to write. I've got scripts to write. Everything is all that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if other people have the same kind of experience, but for me, the headspace needed to write fiction is very different to the headspace needed to write non-fiction. And yet they both take up writerly headspace. So if I'm burned out writing non-fiction, I can't just say, okay, I'll go over and write fiction now.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I'm not burned out and I'm writing non-fiction, it still takes me time to switch to fiction anyway. So it's just like, which is a technical term.
I mean, I'm in a similar situation where I'm writing non-fiction all day long.
Yeah.
In the form of very boring policy documents, but
yeah, still takes brain power.
Yeah. So I would like to stick with choppy, stabby, but it's just like, yes, but if I do that, I don't have a video to put out next week. So
Birdies, yeah.
And yeah, so we'll get there, but yeah, so that's my kind of take on that. I've got to just accept my movement to this particular episode of my career.
Yeah. A season of your life. Yeah. You can do it.
I know, but at the same time, I want to stab people.
Please don't. Please stab people.
I meant figuratively.
No, but in case anyone just tuned in right at that moment,
Well, somebody has tuned in and are watching us. Hi. I hope it was kind of obvious that I didn't mean it literally. I mean, there were a couple of people, maybe.
No.
Kearney, yeah.
No.
Maybe.
No stabbing. No. No.
Yeah.
Mostly certain teachers, just
Jen
has if you're out there, do not be left alone in a room with me.
You didn't mean it, internet.
Oh, internet, I didn't mean it. Kern, I totally meant it. I love freaking you two out. It's just the desperation. I live for those faces. Seriously, that is the entire reason I get out of bed in the morning, is just to see the horror that I can. I mean, that look that you both gave me there was almost as good as when I talk about writing sex scenes, just because. See. I love fucking with you guys. You make me.
Yeah, we know it.
You know, mate. You know.
He summed it up.
He missed the period at the end.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Right, what are we doing?
We're we're gonna sprint. I feel like it's a good time to sprint.
Let us sprint. Well, King of Night 229. Don't know who that is. Completely no idea. I hope you're going to join us, and whoever our other viewer is.
King of Night, you should join us in this writing sprint.
Hint, hint, hint. Otherwise, dinner might not be on the table this evening.
Might not be.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh shit. Sorry. Sorry, I just caught my clicked on a different tab. I was like, no. Oh, thank God I haven't closed everything.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, don't do that.
Oh.
How long are we gonna do? 20, 25?
Go full 30.
How much time we have?
Go full 30.
Gary, do you have an? Do you
If
have?
we end pretty close to the hour.
If we start now, that'll take us through 10 to.
Yeah.
No, we'll wrap it up by.
Yeah.
By 5 after.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Everyone, please be sure to mute. Just a friendly reminder.
Why did I forget to mute yesterday?
I think, well, I don't know where the loud music was coming from.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Well, I can imagine where the loud music was coming from purely based on the type of music. Obviously not pointing any fingers.
But yeah, we need to, minimize distractions so we can all get the best of this time.
The lady has a point. Anyway. Yep. So, King of Nights, get your pencil out. And yeah, happy writing all.
Sounds good.
See if the music works today. Christ, that didn't last long, did it?
No, that went by fast. Oh,
All right.
First and foremost, hello, Kraken. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you, but you know, we were ignoring you.
for good reason.
For good reasons, writing reasons.
Yeah.
And likewise, same to you. And on that topic, how were everybody's words today?
I got 275.
456.
Nice. I don't know exactly what I got because I just realized I didn't actually take I didn't actually count the words I had before, but I did in the region of 540. So
Okay.
I could potentially have done more, but I spent a good portion of the time reading the BACP's ethical framework. Yay.
Riveting. All right. 2/3 of the way, halfway through chapter.
Nice.
Nice.
That's pretty good. I mean, considering, you know, what you only started the writing yesterday, that's a damn sight further into the writing than I am.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to turn down the music, Dan? Just in case it's hard for people.
I should turn down the music. Or what's the point? Turn off the music. Yeah, so I've just decided I'm going to do this episode next week about using RPGs in therapy ethically. And of course, I mean, there's nothing that anybody wants to listen to more than that, right?
What would an unethical use of it be?
For example, so a client comes to you with trauma and you just put that trauma in front of them and say, hey, just do that. You know, for example, a client comes to you after being abused as a child and you just put their character into a situation where their parents abuse the character and you go, so how do you feel? You know, be a bit more subtle, you know, drip feed it in rather than just go there. How's that? Because all you're going to do is re-traumatize your client.
Yeah.
And that isn't what we're after.
No, hopefully not.
So, but thank you. I hope so.
What'd you do, Jen?
So I still did the conversation piece, just keeping the dialogue going. I did add in a few, you know, tags and things like that, but that really just helped keep it flowing.
So are you finding that helpful then?
Yeah. Yeah, and even if I go and, you know, edit or take out some of it, at least I'm kind of getting to know the characters that way too.
And it gives you, considering you're a pantser rather than a planner, actually by doing this, it plans out the scene for you.
Yeah.
You know, this happens and this happens. Okay, yeah, you can change it, but you've got a broad structure to work from.
Right.
Which
has been very helpful.
Why I wonder why we never thought to try that for you before, because I've been doing that for, I mean, literally decades now. Oh my god, I'm old.
When you brought it up the other day, I was like, I need to try that because I was just stuck. It was so slow.
Yeah.
So I just opened it up and tried something new. So I'm glad I did.
Good.
Yeah. Nice. How about you, Gary? Did you move on from the
we struck camp. So I went from analyzing the artifact to, you know what? I can't do this. I know a guy, but he's like 5 days away.
So breaking it up so you don't have to do all of that exposition in one. one burst.
Yeah.
Nice. I like.
So, and yeah, it just started to flow after a little bit. So I wrote, like I said, 450 some odd words, which is better than my average has been lately.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a decent number by anybody's measure. I mean, 400 is about as much as I tend to do an hour when I'm writing fiction. Non-fiction, I find it easier to just bleh. That's because you don't actually have to think about it. You just
right. You have to be that creative with it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
write how I would talk.
Yeah.
Which is why, I had to remove all the fart jokes from my book before it got sent to the editors.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
1700, nice.
That's great. I wish I was there. I'm at 14.
Sorry to interrupt. Oh, bloody hell, 1700 crap. That's
nice.
So I feel we should do another quick rune reading, because I dropped my bag of runes earlier and I picked them all up and put them back in, but I just shifted on my chair and realized that I've been sitting on one this entire session. So that kind of implies that it wants to be looked at.
Yes.
So it was this one. It's nice and warm from having my ass on top of it for the past hour.
That is lovely image and thought.
Nice. It's just that nice. Just when somebody sits on the toilet before you, can go, oh yeah, that's all right. It's just like that feeling.
No, you didn't.
You love me, really.
It's to all of our viewers.
Huh. That's interesting. So this rune is called IVATS, EIHWAZ, whereas the last one was the same word but without the I. So you never know. Maybe it's what? I'm simply referencing somebody's ass on a plastic chair. What?
Oh no! Don't repeat it.
Are you trying to tell me that's inappropriate for a family-friendly show? Come on, Deadpool would be disappointed.
Well, he's not here.
He's always here in spirit. Anyway, so this one is defense or avertive powers. As we are tested, we fund the power to avert blockage and defeat. At the same time, we develop in ourselves an aversion to the conduct that creates stress in our lives. If there appears to be an obstacle in your path, consider that even a delay may prove beneficial. Do not be overly eager to press forward, for this is not a time or situation in which you can make your influence felt. Patience is the counsel of this room. Nothing hectic, no acting needy or lusting after a desired outcome. This rune speaks to the difficulties that can arise at the beginning of a new life. Often it announces a time of waiting for a spring to fill up with water, for fruit to ripen on the bough. Perseverance and foresight are called for here. The ability to foresee consequences before you act is a mark of the profound person. Avert anticipated difficulties through right action, this rune is saying. Yet even more than we are doers, we are deciders. Once the decision is clear, the doing becomes effortless, for then the universe supports and empowers our action. Receiving this rune, you are put on notice that through inconvenience and discomfort, growth is promoted. This may well be a trying time. Certainly it is a meaningful one. So set your house in order, tend to business, be clear, and wait on the will of heaven.
That's powerful.
Of course, the publicest of toilets, the ones you have to pay for to get into. Yeah.
No.
Sorry, I just thought we should do that because, it's taken him long enough to get the message, hasn't it? It's only been 20 years. But yeah, I like that. What is writing if not perseverance? Just got to stick with it until you get through to. I'm wondering how many more of these I'm going to find just lying around on the floor that I haven't picked up.
No, Then you'll have to read what they mean because
Yeah,
maybe
absolutely.
it's for a reason. Oh.
Oh, baby. Oh. Well, now that I've offended the internet again, rock on. I think it looks like Gary's got dad duties. Jen has mom duties. I've got toilet duties, apparently.
Apparently.
They just call that duty.
I salute you, sir. I salute you.
Wow.
Sorry, but also I completely ignored what Kraken said. So take that with a grain of salt. Some of that is the book title, and oh wow, okay. So yeah, we'll take the book title out of your 1,700 words because yeah, that's a huge dent into the word count, isn't it?
Depends on the title.
Yeah, the title is 1,699 words long. The novel is yes.
1650. That's still decent.
That's still very good considering you started yesterday. I mean, it puts everything that we've done to shame. So yeah, just give yourself a pat on the back and keep going because that is
keep going.
Yeah, as the rune said, persevere.
Exactly.
Right, well, I think we all have shit to do, so
there's that toilet humor again.
Of course, you know, I am the toiletist. What? And yar, yeah.
Yar.
That I need you to just to say yar every now and again, Kraken, just because pirates are just yar. Yeah. Kraken, I don't know if you just occurs to me. Is everybody here familiar with Horrible Histories? No. Oh, okay. Well, it's a very British thing. Basically, it's a kids show. It's about history, but it focuses on all the disgusting bits just to make it funny and enjoyable. You know, so it focuses on the fact that George III, was it George III? He died on the toilet. No, George I. George I died on the toilet. You know, just things like that. But it's got some really great songs. They've got a Viking song which is called literally, which is basically a soft rock song about hello, love. Don't worry, we're leaving him in a sec. A soft rock song about how Vikings rape and pillage and murder. It's like, we're gonna paint the whole town red, literally, with the blood of the dead, literally. It's so good. The guitar solo in that song is excellent. But they also did a Blackbeard song, which is just called the Blackbeard song, and it is just a jaunty sea tune all about this murderous man. And it starts off, when I was a nipper, I boarded a clipper, sailed the seas as a goods importer. Oh. Edward teaches my name, but I earned my fame as Blackbeard, the pirate of the water. Oh. It's just absolutely insane. It's great. You have to watch, just Google Horrible Histories Blackbeard song. It is so good.
I don't need to. You sang it perfectly, so I think I'm good.
Yeah. And Gary, you might want to check the literally song, because the guitar solo on that, it's seconds long, but it is actually rocking. So yeah.
All right.
Cool. Well, on that note, thanks everybody for joining us. And yeah, keep on writing, and we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. No. You guys will see everybody, and Emma will see it. I will be late if I join at all. Because I will be recording an interview with somebody else for my other channel. So geeking out about RPGs and therapy.
Awesome.
You don't have to be here on time. You just be here whenever's good for you. We appreciate your company.
Yes. Thank you, Kraken.
Cool. Any parting words of wisdom?
Are we raiding today? Anybody?
Can raid if you like.
Kraken have a suggestion of a channel we could raid?
The Ace Box.
Oh shit, I've got that song in my head now. Starborn Striker.
Okay,
Good, right.
Starborn Striker it is.
Yeah. Might have to raid YS's channel at some point.
Yes. We haven't heard from YS in a while. But yeah, definitely. That's a great idea.
Cool.
All right.
So,
Hope everyone has a good night.
And yeah, happy writing.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Let's see here. Okay. Oh no, it says invalid. What did I do? Wonder if I can't put a space in it.
I don't think Twitch has spaces.
See if that works. Yes. We're going.
Cool.
In 5, 3, 2, 1. Raid.
Happy New Year.
We did it. All right, we're good.